Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, ready to continue on in my Confederate campaign and Ultimate General Civil War. This is the Battle of First Franklin. Of course, Franklin is a name that is right up there with Pickett's Charge or Cold Harbor as far as thinking of ill-advised frontal assaults that ended badly for the attacker, but this is not that battle. That Battle of Franklin, Tennessee, took place in 1864. This is the first Battle of Franklin, much more minor skirmish that took place in 1863 in the spring. And I've got about a 2-to-1 advantage in numbers overall. Right now it's actually about 3-to-1. So this should be a relatively easy battle. So it's going to be another one where I basically attempt to annihilate the enemy so as to bring his numbers down for the upcoming Battle of Chancellorsville. Now, while I'm waiting to get my guys into position here, and I've got 2 groups of Napoleons as well as some 24-pounders, because I'm thinking eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to get them cornered up here in the corner, and I can just pound away with artillery to finish them off for another massacre. While I'm doing that, I want to address a couple things. Number one, I, for some reason, have been having some audio issues, and when I've done tests, it seems to be fine, but then when I go into a game and play, it seems like there's a little bit of distortion on my voice. It almost sounds kind of robotic. So I think I've got that figured out, but there may still be a little bit of that on this video. And if that's the case, I apologize. I'm working on that. I haven't changed anything, so there might possibly be something wrong with my microphone, but I think it's got to be in the settings, because when I'm not playing a game and I test it, it's fine. So I'm going to mess with the settings some more. I've tweaked them some, and I think I've solved the problem. The other thing is, at the suggestion of some other YouTubers as well as some of you who have followed me, I've decided to jump into the world of Patreon, or Patreon if you will, which is a service for offering support to YouTubers, financial support through monthly patronage that gets you certain perks, I guess you will. And I'm going to be uploading a video later on today kind of introducing that and talking a little bit more about it. So I won't go into too much detail about it now. Some of you are probably already familiar with that. But I have gone ahead and added a link to my Patreon at the bottom of this page on the description. And basically what it comes down to is that Patreon is a service that allows people to financially support YouTubers that they enjoy, that they follow. Because I know a lot of us out there in YouTuber land, we're hoping that this will eventually turn into something that can be a way of providing income for our families. And being that my wife works a full-time job and also has a business, and I'm only working part-time, and it's a great job that I have. I travel around the country speaking in schools about kindness and compassion. It's not a full-time job that I have. So I have to supplement that income any way I can, and eventually I'm hoping that this YouTube channel will be a way to do that. Of course, it takes a lot of time to grow that, and it doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this about 6 months, and I feel like it's going pretty well. Got almost 1,300 subscribers. And averaging about 1,500 or so views a day, but if you're familiar with how the ad revenue with YouTube works, that basically amounts to maybe $40 a month. So it's certainly not going to provide any meaningful income to my family. So Patreon's a way to supplement that. And in return, then, as a subscriber to that, you get certain perks. And so I had to come up with some ideas for some perks. And I've come up with some things that I think people might enjoy. So you can check all that out by following the link. I'll introduce that more in the video later today where I talk about that. But I know that 99% of you, that's not something you're interested in, and that's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I completely understand it. But for those of you who might be interested in such a thing, please go ahead and check that out. Check out some of the perks I have available. If you have an idea for something you think I should offer as a perk, please, by all means, let me know. I don't necessarily have great ideas when that where that's concerned, so I tried to come up with some things I thought people might like. But check that out. I'll have more to say about that in the video specifically about that. But here we go. We're starting to drive him back. And like I said, the artillery is not going to do too much right now. I really have the artillery for when I get further down the line here and I really start to corner him. Now he's going to get some reinforcements at some point, mostly cavalry, I think. Right now he's down to about 6,800 men on the battlefield. Let's charge these guns. So I want to try and keep a cohesive unit as much as possible. Let's go ahead and get these guns across. Alright, Texas Brigade, getting a little too far out in front there, guys. It's always the drawback to charging somebody. Of course, conditions a problem right now just because of having to climb these hills. I'm actually going to hold these guys right where they are for now because I don't want to charge up the hill into that fortified position. I'll try to swing these guys around for that. Alright, we'll see if we can get into Banning here. Oh, Braxton was killed. I lost one of my major generals. I have several brigades that have a major general in command just because I have so many major generals at this point. I guess we're going to go ahead and press ahead. We won't wait for these guys to come around. I think I've got enough firepower here to drive him off of this fortification. Alright, he's down to 6,500 men. We're going to keep moving these guns. I don't know if I can charge up this hill very effectively, but we're going to try. Alright, I got to keep these guys in a straight battle line as best I can because he's going to be getting these reinforcements from the north here very soon. Of course, I got to watch back here, make sure he doesn't sneak around and take the objective from me at some point. All right, we'll go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. This is the part I hate when they start breaking in weird directions and I have to split my forces to deal with them. Like having to chase Gilbert down over there, way back in the corner. But now he's coming up at the hill at me. I'll get my Napoleons up there. Come on, General Lee, get back up there. Alright, this cavalry should be coming here pretty soon. There, Hodgson, hang out right there. Who did I forget? Oh, I got a whole brigade down here. Jeez. Alright, Reed, come to the rear. I gotta be careful. I don't want to move up too much because I know he's getting reinforcements. But for now, he's down to just 4,300 men. I think I'm gonna hold right where I'm at. He's going for the objective. And here come 250 boys from the Texas Brigade to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's get these surrendered unit out of here. Oh, no. No. Don't let him get that surrendered unit. Alright. There we go. He's turning. Hutchins conditions at 0, or I would try to charge into Gilbert. Where'd those guys go? And where are his reinforcements? Skirmishers are running. We'll let them get away. Alright, let's get these 24-pounders up to the top of the hill. I'll go ahead and move up. Here comes the Yankee cavalry. Oh, they're going to hang out up here at the top. Here they come. Get a couple volleys into these guys and they'll regret their little charge they're making. Yeah, it didn't work out so well for you, did it, Ray? Excuse me. There's Gilbert. He's making his way over to try and sneak into the objective. Alright. Time to start cornering and annihilate. Checking on things. He's got just 4,500 men left. I'm going to charge into Gilbert and get him surrendered. Alright, go. Condition's almost nothing. So I don't know if this will work. Their condition was just at 8%. We'll see. Honestly, here, I'm actually preferring that they don't surrender, because you max out at 1,000 that you can exchange. So I'd rather inflict casualties that he doesn't get back, as opposed to taking prisoners that he will get back. I could probably run in there with melee attack and maybe grab the supplies, but honestly, I'd rather just stay here and inflict the casualties. Gilbert's going to get away. Just 1,800 men left. A few more volleys going to deal with most of those. And this is why I brought the Napoleons for such a time as this. Now I'm going to run in here and try to grab the supplies. No, I'm not ready to finish yet. First of all, I want to capture these supplies. There we go. We got that, and we got the unit surrendered. And I don't think we're going to grab the last guy, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. There we have it. Only 3,300 casualties for me, 5,300 for him. More importantly, there's the 1,500 missing. There's 1,000 cavalry casualties. And we grabbed almost 4,000 supplies, a bunch of guns. So a good day, really. Oh, even more supplies here. So very good. More importantly, let's take a look and see where his army stands now at this point. 62 to 67,000 is what he's got left. So that continues to reduce the number he's going to have available to him at Chancellorsville. Looking at my own army, I've got, 18,000, 20,000, so 38, about 42, 43,000. Plus that gives me about almost 50,000 troops available to me. So I'm closing that gap. It's certainly not going to be anything like the 2-to-1 odds that Lee faced at Chancellorsville. So I should be setting myself up really nicely for Chancellorsville moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and throw this into economy to continue to get a discount on things. And so there you have it. Real quick battle. Easy win. But if you would, check out that Patreon page. Like I said, I'll be uploading a video later today explaining that more in detail. I know it's not for everybody, and that's totally cool. I appreciate every single one of you who have subscribed or who hit like on a video or who allow the ads to play and maybe even patronize those companies. I would never ask you to intentionally watch the ads, but you know that's where YouTubers get their revenue. So thank you for that. And as always, thank you for your great comments, your observations, your criticisms, your suggestions. All of it is welcome. As I said before, if I do not respond, it doesn't mean I didn't read it. I read every single comment. I just don't always have time to respond to all of them. I at least try to hit like on most of them. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again very soon.